Hey guys, this is Hector from the Insert Name FC podcast, here to tell you guys about Canadips. It is a great tasting, superior alternative to traditional dip using CBD in a way that is radical, enjoyable, and effective. It comes in 5 core flavors: wintergreen, mint, citrus, mango, and American spice. Canadips CBD is the new evolution in dip, allowing guys to enjoy great, long-lasting taste without the downsides. If you guys want to go ahead and try them out, use the code BellyUp20 at CanadipsCBD.com. Once again, BellyUp20 at CanadipsCBD.com, and you'll get yourself 20% off your purchase. Thank you again for Canadips for being a great partner of BellyUpSports. The 2024 Clausura for Liga MX, the regular season has been concluded, so now we're moving on to the playoffs, specifically the play-in part of the tournament. So if you guys don't truly understand Liga MX, at least this new playoff format, so we did talk about this for the Apertura playoffs, but we'll go ahead and re-explain it again. So previously they had a classification period where teams from 5th all the way down to 12th would have a face-off, a one-game playoff to see who's going on to the quarterfinals. That is no longer what they're doing in Liga MX. What they're doing now is similar to the NBA. So if you watch the NBA, you're probably very much familiar with this, is a play-in round. So 1st through 6th automatically qualifies for the quarterfinals, and 7th through 10th do the play-in. So very similar to the NBA, where 7 and 8 play against each other to see who gets the 7th seed, and then 9th and 10th plays a game to see who will play against the loser of that 7 and 8th seed matchup to secure the 8th seed. We've already talked about this, but just at least you should have heard Kelsey's thoughts. But just to reiterate, it seems kind of dumb that especially if whoever has, because you're gonna have to go up against the 1st and 2nd seed because you're 7-8, so you're gonna have to face that seed. You've already played an additional match if you're that 7th seed, and then you play 2 matches if you're that 8th seed. So you're going in more exhausted than the other teams are. At least that's the argument. I'll debug that a little bit. I think the 2 games kind of sucks. The 1 game I don't think so much. Obviously this goes back to my love for baseball. Where the old format for the playoffs was that there was a one-off wild card game between the 2 teams that weren't division winners, and I liked it. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's an unfair advantage." Yeah, but I think that one game isn't going to put you in a disadvantage by any means. Actually, in baseball, we've seen plenty of wild card teams go ahead and win the whole damn thing. So I think that that's an invalid argument. But anyways, back to soccer, back to Liga MX. Before we go into the play-in rounds, though, we'll go through so far the finish of the regular season for the Clausura for Liga MX. The fair play winner, which is the team that played the cleanest, it goes to Mazatlan, but they're not in the playoffs. So clearly it's not an award you want to win. The best defensive team was Club America, who allowed 12 goals this season. That is very impressive. Mind you that they've had to play 17 games. So that's really good stat on them. Also, this is coming off of them losing to Pachuca in the Triple C. So take that what you want to take from that. The best offensive team was Toluca, who scored 38 goals. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Alexi Vega did end up going to Toluca after whatever the whole drama that happened with Chivas de Guadalajara. So maybe that was a contributing factor into that, but they have been the highest goal scoring team this season. And the leading goal scorer for Liga MX for the Clausura is Uriel Antuna with 8 goals. Wait, what? What? Okay, all right. A lot of people clown on this guy, and I mean, I've done it a few times too myself. But you gotta remember, bro, this guy, was in Manchester City system, which is always kind of a weird fun fact about him. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy. Like I absolutely have no idea. I thought he was gonna be really good. Um, I mean, he's getting called up by Mexico, so I mean, that's something, right? So yeah, but Antuna, leading goal scorer Liga MX for the Clausura. Go figure. Um, but all right, the playoff teams. So in first place we have Club America, best defensive team, makes a lot of sense. In second place we have Cruz Azul. Third place we have Toluca, which I believe the last match was actually Cruz Azul versus Toluca for the end of the regular season, and Cruz Azul ended up winning. I think that's the reason why they were able to bump up into second. Monterrey in fourth, Tigres in fifth, and in sixth place Chivas de Guadalajara. So those are the teams that are automatically in the playoffs, automatically in the quarterfinals for the Liga MX Clausura. The teams that are going into the plan is seventh place Pachuca, who they just came off of a win against America in the Triple C. We have Pumas in eighth, ninth place Necaxa, which I'm hearing there's some rumors that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney is looking to join that ownership group with Eva Longoria, Justin Verlander, Mesut Ozil, I think is another one, Kate Upton, which is married to Justin Verlander. But they're looking to join on the Necaxa group, so that is really interesting to see what happens there. And then in 10th place, we have Querétaro, who are now eligible for playoffs again. After, well, if you know, you know. If you don't, I really don't want to touch up on it, but just Google Querétaro and Atlas versus Atlas, and yeah, have fun with that. But they are in, so those are the teams that are going to be in the plan. So this is only going to be previewing the play-in matches, which are going to be the first legs are going to be played on Thursday, and then the second leg will be on the weekend. And the first match it's a one-off playoff. It's a one-off playing game. So the first playing games are going to be on Thursday, and then this weekend that'll be the final playing game. So first play-in matchup, 7th place Pachuca versus 8th place Pumas. I think honestly that Triple C matchup with America that happened literally on Tuesday, and now they have to play a game on Thursday. I don't know if Liga MX is going to move that game or by any means. I expect them not to, and so I'm going to go with Pumas. I think Pumas becomes the 7th seed, even though they're the 8th seed. They're going to become the 7th seed, and they're going to go on and face off against Cruz Azul, which is an interesting, DF matchup because Pumas is located in Mexico City as well as Cruz Azul and Club America. So I think Pumas ends up beating Pachuca because I feel because of the Triple C, Pachuca is just going to be on some tired legs right now. And then we have 9th place Necaxa taking on 10th place Querétaro. This is a tricky one because I could see this one go either way. I'm gonna go with Necaxa. I think with the excitement of the potential new owners that are going to be coming their new additions to the ownership group coming their way, could be a benefactor for this team. So I can see Necaxa coming in and winning that one. So those are the first games that are going to be on Thursday, and then I'm predicting that Pachuca and Necaxa will be playing to secure that, to go for that 8th place spot and that 8th seed. And once again, Pachuca, short amount of rest, man. And so I'm going to go with Necaxa. So I'm actually getting the 7th seed out of this whole thing, which is crazy thing because these guys are now in the final for the Triple C. But I'm gonna say Pachuca, because of the fact that they're gonna be on very short rest, are not gonna be able to make it into the playoffs. And so my 7th seed is Pumas and my 8th seed is Necaxa. So we'll see what happens there, man. Those are my predictions right now. Not gonna predict everything, like the whole thing, because that's just a lot of stuff. But if you guys want to know my pick for my favorite, bro, man, I didn't even know. I just realized this. We're gonna have Monterrey and Tigres for the quarterfinals, so that's gonna be fun. Honestly, my favorite going into this thing is gonna be America. I hate picking America, but America very sound defensively. Their Azteca is a fortress. Everybody knows that. Um, so I can see them go and make a and have a repeat, go back to back on Apertura and Clausura for their this season calendar. So I think that that's where I'm going with. I'm gonna get my favorite right now is gonna be Club America. We'll see how that tournament goes, but like I said, just reiterate, my 7 seed going from the playing rounds is going to be Pumas, and my 8 seed is going to be Necaxa. Then that means Pachuca will be eliminated from the playoffs.